All right, welcome to the Draftaholics, where we draft any and everything. On tonight's episode, we are doing our NFL power rankings for 2025. With football right around the corner, we wanted to hit this one out. And Mike, what are the rules for this? How are we doing this, guy?
Wait. We can't leave the elephant in the room with us right here. Before we got into the draft.
Right.
Doug is back, boys. Doug is back. Let's go.
I'm back.
He's got a beard.
I took the summer off and I'm back. And yeah, my beard has really gotten long. Now I'm looking at it on here.
Yeah, it's getting a little more gray the longer it gets over there, but that's what happens, right?
Yeah, that's what kids and a wife does to you, you know?
All right, the rules. I mean, it's NFL Power Rankings. We each have our own 32 teamed rankings, right? So we don't know each other's rankings. What we're going to do, we're going to count this down from 32 all the way to 1. I like that we're doing it backwards because it leaves it so you can't be biased. You can't go ahead and pick your team 3 when they deserve to be 20, Tom. It's left to everybody else, right? So I like that we're doing it backwards.
Right. Damn, bro.
I had to call him out because he would do that for sure. But the order is going to be Andy, Tom, Doug, then me.
All right. Sounds good. So, Andy, why don't you kick us off here? Because we have 32 teams to go through, and we're not going to rush this thing. If we're having a good time, this could turn into a two-parter here. So, go ahead, Andy. Who's number 32? Who is going to be the worst team in the NFL?
The New Orleans Saints are the worst team in the NFL. We have Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson QB controversy, a QB competition. We got Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston.
Oh, my bad.
And those aren't the worst two competitions in the league. Somebody tell me who New Orleans starting quarterback is.
Yeah, I don't even know who it is.
Spencer. It's Spencer.
It's gonna be Spencer Rattler.
I don't think it is. They're awful. It's the worst starting quarterback I can think of coming into a season in years. Kamara is great, but he's old. I mean, their secondary is dismantled. I think they got, who do they still have? They have Cam Jordan, who's
Justin Reed.
And they have, I'm talking about just defense in general. But they
Cam Jordan's ancient too. He's like 35.
He's the man. Who else they got? Demario
Davis.
Yeah. So they still got 2 awesome players, but they're 1,000 years old combined.
Right.
Their team has no skill. They have no skill. Chris Olave can't stay healthy.
Right.
Brandon Cooks can't stay healthy. Rashid Shaheed catches 6 catches all year. They're always 70-yard touchdowns.
Right.
That's all they'll have. They have nothing. Dude. Their team is depleted on all fronts. They're bad, and they're in cap hell. They're just a bad franchise all around.
I didn't know that.
I think they're probably, after my rankings, I told you guys they weren't my worst, and then after I did a rankings point system that I used to do, I did it for this one, and they're the worst on my point system by 3 points. We'll probably see the next team go second, but the best player on their team is a center, and he's not even the best center in the league. So that just tells you how bad this team is. And Spencer Rattler, dude, it's crazy. He's younger than Tyler Show or whatever his last name is.
I think it's Shuck.
Yeah.
I think it's
Shuck, whatever his name is, but he's younger than him because Shuck's 25 already as a rookie. It's insane.
I think so.
It's insane. Terrible franchise.
I was going to ask that. Do we all have the Saints as the worst team?
Yeah, consensus, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So consensus on that one.
Nice. All
right. Let's go, Tommy. What do you got for 31?
Yeah, I think everybody should have this one because the quarterback stinks, the vibes are terrible, and their best players won out. Other than that, the Cleveland Browns, man, with the 32nd passing ranking last year, 23rd rushing offense. Their defense is 50, not too bad, but who's playing quarterback for them? Who's playing running back for them?
Joe Flacco.
The corpse of Joe Flacco.
Doing bootlegs in camp, like fooling the defense at 47. I don't think when I look at all the teams that are left on this list after our first pick, I think no team is worse than the Cleveland Browns.
All right.
I disagree there. Not too much, but I think Myles Garrett alone makes them better than some teams because he can disrupt every single play. And they have a decent offensive line. They do have a decent offensive line, and the rest of that defense is okay. So I think there's worse teams out there, but they are they're 27th on my list. So I'm talking
right. Yeah, we're talking just a few, but they're awful in my eyes. And so I don't see a team that's worse than them.
Yeah. And Stefanski's not a bad coach.
See, there we go. their division hurts them more to me. I think their roster is actually pretty talented. I think if Judkins doesn't get suspended, they
Mhm.
have a good enough defense and they play in cold weather that they can lean on the run game and lean on defense and be, once again, I don't think they're good, but I don't think they're quite the bottom of the barrel yet. I think there's too much talent on that roster to be as bad as some of these other teams. But I mean, if they made the playoffs, I think we'd all be like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Very
So
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Where did you guys have
Has
them?
I had him at 30,
Okay.
so I
I,
was right
I got
there.
him. I got him at 24.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
So you're the
Okay, so
highest.
you were the
You're the
one that
highest.
was way
Mhm,
okay.
mhm.
Now, is it mainly their defense? Because
Yeah, I think their
Mike, did you
defense is
go
sick.
back and look at all like the defenses and see what they were ranked last year? Did you do that? I thought you did
I
though.
didn't see what they were ranked last
Okay.
year. No, I just went off their rosters
It
this year.
feels like
I
they've
have
had
them.
a
I
good
have them.
defense the past few years. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I mean that also could be because teams know they don't have to put up 35 to beat the Browns last year. You know,
For
they
sure.
probably were just running the ball out the whole game.
Yeah. Yep. All right. I think that's I think it's fine. I think it's fine, you know.
Yeah.
So all right, oh, it's me. Okay. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go with the Colts here because that's another team that doesn't really know what their quarterback is. I know they have the star power in Jonathan Taylor, but that's not going to be what's gonna a running back is not going to change your team all that much unless you're Saquon Barkley or Christian McCaffrey. Um, right now, I think Anthony Richardson is the quarterback. I think he's winning in training camp right now. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what I like about that really because Daniel Jones is so bad, right? Like all he does is just dump off passes, and Anthony Richardson, I think, for his career is under a 50% completion
And
percentage
he's got
quarterback.
terrible.
Not just career, his like high school,
High school,
college, and
college,
NFL.
it's
Yeah.
just I mean, outside of him being a good fantasy quarterback, which, you know, if he's the starter all year, that's a guy you want to target because of his rushing upside. Um, I don't see this team doing too much. So that's why I have
They
them. I
they're
have them at
another
31
team.
actually, but we'll put them at 30. Go ahead.
They're another team that they have a really good offensive line. And I think we're not giving that enough credit, especially when you have JT in the backfield. And then Anthony Richardson is kind of a compliment because if there's anything Anthony Richardson can do is roll out of the pocket and throw a deep ball, right?
Oh
And
yeah,
when you have a great run game, it opens that up. So I don't know.
If you're that
I
one
have
dimensional though, you know, like where you can only throw a deep ball and run, I feel
no.
like you
I
can be
mean
shut down pretty easy.
he can be. And he came out his first NFL game ever and fooled everybody. I think he had like an 80%
Yeah.
completion percentage on
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
33
you're right
passes,
there.
something like that. But I have him 25th, so I don't have him as far down as you.
Okay.
We talk about JT being a superstar, but has he completed a full season without being injured?
let's see.
I think he did decent last year, right? I don't remember
I
major
don't.
injuries last
Last
year.
year might have been injury free, but
Um,
he's had an injury plagued history for sure, though.
Yeah.
He nah, last year he only played in 14 games, 10
Yeah.
games
14.
before that, and 11.
Yeah. So there you
2021
go.
was his big year. But he had a good year, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns.
Also, what is he like 26-ish probably now? 20. Anyways, like running backs,
Yeah.
they fall off so fast. They have
Mhm.
like a
Especially
three,
with injury
four,
history.
5 year lifespan. What's that?
I'm with Mike here a little bit. I think they can get after the quarterback a little bit. I think their
Okay.
edges are good. They got Buckner in the middle, DeForest, Bucker, but I can never remember his name.
Forrest
They
Buckner,
DeForest
got
Yeah,
Buckner,
yeah.
yeah.
also
they got
32
some
years old.
I mean, it's not like he's still got to be the most athletic guy on the field. He's big and strong at 32. Like that's
Mhm.
what he's got to be. And they can run the ball. And their division is trash. It's probably the worst division in football. So I think those things help the overall record. But yeah, I don't. Another team, I don't think anybody's complaining that they're at the bottom of the
No,
barrel.
If
Yeah.
we're
no.
comparing to their divisions, then yeah, I get what you're saying. But if I take them and put them in any other division, they're going to be the worst in that division as well, too. I think they're the worst in the worst division, and they'll be the worst in any division that they get put in,
Well, not
minus
if they were in the
We were right
NFC
there.
South.
Yeah, we just we
right,
just we
Unless
We
they
just
just
were the
named
Saints.
two
we
Yeah.
teams.
just named
minus
yeah.
the same.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, well, would you guys have them? You had them at what did you say, 24?
25, I had them.
I'm at 28.
Oh, 28. Yeah, yeah. So you're right there anyways, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You had the Browns at 24, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mike. On to you.
All right. This is my 31st ranked team, and I'm picking them now. What is this? I 1, 2, 3,
This should be
29th. We're on pick
29. Yeah,
29, and I'm going with the Tennessee Titans here.
that's fair.
I think they were neck and neck with the Saints in my mind. When I ranked their offense, I have them as the 31st offense, the 32nd defense, and the 29th coach. So they're like bottom of the barrel for almost all categories. Not to mention it's a rookie quarterback. So like this is just a throwaway year. So I could see them doing another 3-14 type season.
Yeah, dude, they suck.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's a rookie quarterback. I love his attitude. Cam Ward. They say he's the first one in and the last one out every single day, and
Yeah.
just the way he talks about it. He's like, my dad went to a job that he hated every morning at like 4:30. So why am I not getting excited to come to a job that I love? You know,
Right.
Yeah.
the dude seems like he's a leader already. So I like that. But
Yeah, and he can be a leader, and I'm not saying he's not going to have a good NFL career. I don't know that answer yet, but he's not going to have.
I'm not saying you're
Uh,
wrong with these rankings. I'm
yeah,
just
no,
that's the one
I
thing
know.
I like about it.
Where's
So
everybody else have him?
I had
uh,
him at 25.
I was at 28 with him.
I had them at 30.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. That's back to you then.
Back to me, and I'm going with the now 28th pick,
Yep.
28th ranked team, and it's 30 on my board. I got the Jacksonville Jaguars here, boys.
Fair.
Uh, they do have Trevor, right? And is he gonna do it? Who knows? But they still don't have an offensive line. And whether Trevor has it in him or not, we're not gonna be able to see that until that offensive line comes and plays. They have a new coach, right? They don't have a good defense. I just don't see them doing anything more than they did last year again.
I think their upside is their offense, I guess. Let's see what this new coach does. Because of what the Bucks did with their offense last year. Like you said, see if Trevor Lawrence takes that next step. I have him I actually a lot higher than I have him at 22.
Okay.
Because I do kind of believe that Trevor Lawrence is going to take that next step. But
Yeah, that Trev to Brian Thomas Jr., that's like an exciting combination that they're gonna have a good year, but I
well, then
don't
they added
think
the best player, in college with Travis Hunter. So
Travis Hunter. Yeah,
it's not
but I think they have to figure him out. What is he going to do? I think they're still trying to play with that piece a little bit.
for
This
sure.
is still a rebuilding year for them. I don't think they have playoff expectations. So, but they did trade. I think they traded next year's pick for Travis Hunter, right?
Sounds
Maybe.
right.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
So it's not like they're playing for much in the draft next year.
Yeah. Oh. Where'd you guys all have him? Am I the high guy on him?
I had them at 25.
Okay.
Yeah, I had him more towards 26, not too far away from you because I do believe in Trevor Lawrence. I like him better than I like a lot of these quarterbacks. I don't feel
Mhm.
like he's ever had a good solid offensive line either, but I don't remember who brought up the point about the Bucks OC moving over. I think that's going to be great for him. The dude
Yeah.
doesn't know how to pronounce Duval, but he knows how to, coordinate an offense. So I think,
He's from Rhode Island.
is he
Is he?
really?
I didn't know
Yeah.
From
that.
our home state.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Good for him.
That's why it's so awkward.
Probably.
All right. Okay, it's back on me again.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna go the Jets
27th.
here. Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to the 27th. I'm going Jets. Uh, yeah, it's
Before the Giants?
yeah. Well, I have
I
the
have
Giants right
that.
there. I got the Giants right there too. But yeah, I'm going Jets. They can't get it together ever. Um, they're going with Justin Fields now. They couldn't get it done with Aaron Rodgers. They couldn't get it done with getting Devontae Adams last year. They can't get out of their own way ever. And it's just the Jets, Like I don't have
Mhm.
a lot of reasoning other than the fact that it's the Jets.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I hope Justin Fields comes back and just is this like awesome quarterback. But if he wanted to be somebody that made a name for themselves in the NFL, the Jets were not the place to do as a
Right,
quarterback.
right,
Historically, they just
right.
ruined
they
quarterbacks.
do. I mean, yeah, the media there will just eat you alive too. And I don't know what his personality is that much really, if he can handle that kind of criticism. But they will eat you alive for sure.
Yeah.
Breach Hall too. I don't know. I don't know if I buy into him. They're saying that what's the backup?
Braylon Allen.
Braylon
Braylon
Allen.
Allen. Yeah, they're saying that he might be the goal line back and the short yardage back, and I don't know. I think they like him a lot, and I don't. It doesn't seem like they love Brees Hall. So
Yeah, I mean, Brees Hall came out and said, and I'm not their guy. You know, I
He
wasn't
did say
drafted
something
by
like that,
this.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know.
They
Where'd you
got,
guys all have him?
I had him pretty low.
Not
29.
that.
I had him at 29 as well.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All
Well,
right, Tommy.
speaking of 29, what I had listed 29 was the New York Giants.
Yeah.
Like the fact that the Jets went before them is kind of crazy. Last year, 31st passing offense, 28th rushing defense. You expected a drop after Saquon's leaving, but to be fourth bottom from the league. And then their defense, 30th, just terrible overall. I like Brian Dable, though. I really do. I hate to see him get kicked out, but I would love to see him land on his feet. I think Malik Neighbors is going to get overthrown to this year. He's going to get injured because they're just trying to make a play with him. And I think, they should have been way lower on this list. I can't believe they slid this far.
I don't think so.
I think
I have them at 24, man.
Well, I think their defense
I
is good. They had a good defense
yeah,
last year.
and they added Abdul Carter. The guy's just going to come out and be a beast
their
instantly.
defense last year was 30th in the pass and 20th in the rush.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
their
felt
defense
better.
wasn't good last year.
Yeah,
Okay.
Abdul
They
Maybe it
Carter,
was
have,
2 years ago. It was good.
on
he's
paper, they
great
have a
or
good
he could be
defensive
a
line.
bust,
Okay.
So
Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau. They
Thibodeau,
have a good
They have
Brian
a really good
Burns.
D line, yeah.
I
Brian
can name
Burns.
players
Yeah.
too, but they don't
Yeah.
perform. Like, can they perform as a unit? Like
I
you
think
get a
they're going to
number
pull it
two
together this
overall
year, man.
draft pick coming in here thinking his thing swings a little longer than everybody else. Well, who you proving to, rookie? Or are they like, come on in, brother? How's that camp going? I don't know. I gotta
They
ask
seem impressed
that.
by him from the camp, yeah, from what they're
Can,
saying. But
can
yeah, who
we
knows?
wait, there's one thing that we never mentioned is I mean the quarterback upgrade. I don't care if Russ isn't who Russ used to be.
Dude,
He's
give
better than
me
what they had
Jameis
last
Winston
year.
just for the entertainment value.
Yeah,
If
I
you're gonna
agree with that.
suck, let me
Yeah,
laugh.
either one of them is better than what they had last year. Tommy DeVito,
Yeah.
Tommy Cutlets.
like it's better than that. Yeah. So that's a big upgrade at the most important position.
It is. I don't think he's got much left in him either, though. But yeah. I mean, I had him low too. I had him right behind here. So all right. Andy, you got 2 picks here. And
Pick
you're gonna be
25
doing
and
25 and
24.
24. Yeah.
I can't believe I'm not going to pick one of these teams because I fucking hate them. But I'm gonna take Las Vegas here. I just think they're devoid of talent pretty much everywhere. And you can like Pete Carroll all you want, but the dude is on the 17th or 18th hole of life. he's he's an old fella. They don't have anything. Brock Bowers is awesome. Mayer could be good. The receivers kind of stink. Jacoby Myers is all right, and maybe Jenkins the second coming of Barry Sanders. I don't know, but he needs to be for that offense to be even slightly relevant. And without looking at your computer, if you can name one player on their defense that's not named Max Crosby, go ahead. You can't
No, I
because they
can't
don't
I
have any
can't
talent.
take that challenge. Yeah.
34.
Remember before the podcast, I said I have 3 names on offense and 3 names on defense written down for every team. I couldn't find a third name I even wanted to mention on that defense. I have Max Crosby and Jeremy Chin. That's the only 2 people that I have written down.
I'll tell you what, I watched a little bit of them, and hold on, let me find it. I can't even remember his name, but they have a player that I watched that I like. Oh, he's good, but I can't even remember his name. I like the way he played. They're bad. They have no talent.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand how they are this high up. To be honest, I had them at 31. I think they stink.
The Patriots took their leading tackler last year, actually. He's on the Patriots
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Was it
Spillane.
Spillane?
Spillane, yeah.
Yeah. The
And they
one
paid
thing
all
I'll
that
say
money to
about
Christian Wilkins, and he turned out
And
to be
then,
a
yeah.
little creepy in the
Yeah.
locker room. They cut his ass.
Is
Like
that what it
they
was?
have
I don't
nothing.
even I didn't see what it was.
The one thing I'll say about the Raiders is let me see if you guys can guess this first. I want to say one thing. There's 3 teams in the NFL that have a new quarterback this year and a new head coach. The Raiders are
Quarterback.
one of them. Can you name the other 2?
Well, we just
More.
spoke about one, right? The Jaguars.
Yep.
No, because they got Trevor Lawrence, so that doesn't
They got
count.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Not
New quarterback. Oh, it's
Is
got to
it
be
the one?
Tennessee.
yeah, it's
Cam Ward.
Titans. Is Titans one?
It's not the Titans.
No?
They have
Oh,
the same coach this year.
Callahan was there last year.
Yeah. Yeah. It is the Saints. The Saints are one of them.
Oh,
And then the other one is the Jets.
Yeah.
Justin Fields and Aaron
Oh, it
Glenn.
checks out.
But the other,
Okay.
and this is what the Raiders, they have a new quarterback and a new head coach, but they are both very familiar with each other.
Yeah.
It's the same quarterback and the same coach from Seattle, right? Gino and Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
So I think they're coming in with a little bit of a leg up. They know each other and they like each other's play style where it could turn out. I have the Raiders at 23, so I don't
It's
have them
gonna
as
turn.
low as
Yeah,
you.
it's gonna turn out. They still got to play the Chargers twice a year, the Broncos twice a year, the Chiefs twice a year. Like
I had him actually
That's true.
exactly right here. I had
they're
him at
not winning a
25.
lot of games, dude.
Did you? Yeah.
I had him at 25. And I do think that their offense is going to be decent, actually. And I don't know much about their defense other than Max Crosby, but um, yeah, it's
But
probably not wrong.
he's
In there,
he's a
Andy.
difference
That was
maker.
a good pick.
He is a difference maker. Yeah.
Next time.
All right. What's 24, Andy?
Breaks my heart to not take New England here because fuck them. But Carolina's still on the board.
Yeah.
And as much promise as they showed at the end of the year, they almost beat Philly, right? Like they were great. It was fun to watch, but they're just not very good. They're just not that good of a team. Hopefully Ted McMillan, or he hates me called Ted. Sorry, T Mac. Hopefully T Mac is
Does he like T Mac? Is that
a wide receiver. Yeah, he likes T Mac.
T Mac suitable? Okay.
I don't know. I don't think they have any talent. I don't think the coach is particularly good. I'm just rooting for Bryce Young is really what it is. I think we've been a little kind that they're this far up, to be honest.
Right.
Yeah, no, we have. I have him at 27. So
To
Yeah.
think
Another team
Go ahead.
they have a good offensive line. They do have a good offensive line, and Chuba and hopefully Jonathan Brooks is healthy. Hopefully they can take advantage of it a little bit.
But here's what I don't understand. You had the 31st passing and the 32nd rushing defense, and your first pick was a wide receiver. That's that Detroit.
Well, they
Asses in
needed
the
that
seats,
too.
dude.
They needed that too.
that's what they're doing. Yeah, they're putting butts in seats. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy. Who's 23?
You know, there's a lot of people on this list, and I want to be the guy that puts the Patriots here, but I think the Patriots are gonna be better this year than the Miami Dolphins. I think the dysfunction in that locker room with Tua and Tariq not being able to get on the same page, I don't think they're gonna be able to do what they need to do in that professor's offense. And I think he's on the hot seat. I really
He
had
should
a
be.
hard
He should be on
time
the hot seat.
with New England here. Really had a hard time not going with New England here. I just believe in Mike Vrabel more than I do with what McDaniel's got going on. So I'm gonna go Miami right here.
Wow, that is low for the Dolphins at 23.
So
I had
what'd you say, Tommy?
I
didn't
had
hear.
them originally 26th.
Yeah, I have him at 24. I don't believe in McDaniels at all. When Tua wasn't out, when Tua was out, I mean, where's that offensive genius? He
Right.
couldn't do anything with that team, you know? And I don't think Tua is necessarily an amazing quarterback. I think he's very average. I think he's fine.
I think
But
he's serviceable.
he's a
for
serviceable quarterback.
what
That's
they
it.
have on the as their weapons there. Yeah.
Yep.
I have them at
He's a
18. I have the
facilitator.
Dolphins at 18.
I'm at 20. But
Okay.
I'll say this. They were probably the hardest team for me to place because I got a Miami Dolphins buddy who I talked to. Like, if you told me they went 5-12, I'd believe you. But if you told me they went 12-5, I'd also believe you. Whereas, like,
Yeah.
they're the first team that we've named so far that I can say that. Like, every other team, I just expect to be bad.
Yeah, they're
This is
kind
the
of a
first team
wild
that's
card.
like, I can kind of see a
Right.
route where they do okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
can see it.
and you guys know I love trash talking Tyreek Hill, so I got to get one in. I don't know if he was joking or not, but he came out recently saying that Achan shouldn't be on the field for any goal line
Yeah.
touches. Was
Yeah,
he
I
joke?
think so.
Was that a
think-
joke?
I don't
I
think
think
it
so.
was. I don't
No.
think it was an HN knock either. I think it was he just wanted to talk up Jalen Wright and how he liked him on the goal line.
Is that what it was? But Jalen Wright's a
think
little
so.
dude too, isn't he?
I
Probably
don't
not
know.
as
Maybe he
little
just
as
likes him on
Achan.
the goal line. Maybe it's not Jalen Wright. Who's the other guy? They have another young.
They
back, don't
drafted
they?
Ollie Gordon. I don't know,
Yeah,
Oklahoma
maybe it was
State.
Ollie Gordon. Then.
He said
Yeah.
both of them now, and he started
Yeah.
with Jalen Wright. So it was.
He did. Yeah.
It's you know.
He seems like he's definitely becoming more and more of a malcontent there. I mean, he ended this. He wanted out at the end of the year last year.
I think he
right?
still wants out, and he's
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
nice, but like also
Once
opening
they
his
go
mouth.
0-2, he's going to be a problem. You know,
Yeah, I could see McLaurin for Tyreek. You know, that's
No, no, no.
both make both parties happy there. No,
Washington is not getting rid of Tyreek. Not happening.
no,
No. And especially for Tyreek, dude. Imagine bringing him
yeah,
around your young quarterback.
true,
Fuck out of
true.
here.
it makes no
Yeah, but
sense
it
if
is
they're not paying
exciting
him.
though.
They should be paying that dude. You know, they have all the cap space. They have a young quarterback on a rookie deal. You know, it's
We'll get
just
to him. We'll get
yeah,
to him.
yeah. We'll get to him. We'll get to him. All right. I am up here, and I'm gonna
Do
go
it.
with the Falcons.
You
Uh,
fucker.
yeah.
I knew it. I knew it was.
You
Yeah,
Why? Why you say that?
Doug, you screwed yourself. You
Why?
screwed yourself, Doug,
Why did I screw myself?
because
why you screwed
Falcons was the team I had lower than the Patriots.
Oh, so Patriots are up next. Yeah, that's all right.
No, they're not actually. I have another team next, but you're
I
lucky,
tried.
you're
I
lucky.
tried to push him down as far as I could. You know, I only have so much power here. Yeah, Falcons are another team. It just offensively they might be good, but we don't really know if Penix is that good yet. So we'll see. I don't know. Defense, they're pretty average, right? They were average last year. Their defense. So I don't know if that's what's
I think they're
gonna
slightly above average.
slightly above.
I don't think
I
that's
think so.
true,
I think
is
so.
it? I thought
What?
they had the Falcons. I thought they had a bad defense last year.
I'm looking right now.
I think they started off actually like really hot, and I think like the rest of the team they trailed off pretty
Okay.
poorly. If I
Maybe.
remember correctly, I didn't do any Atlanta research.
I didn't
Yeah.
do any
Like,
defensive
shit like that.
research. So anything you guys tell me, I will believe.
27th passing defense, 18th rushing defense.
Yeah.
So
that's
not a good
not-
defense.
Not a
Um,
good defense. Yeah.
No, not a good defense. Their offense could be
Top
good.
4 rushing.
What'd you say, Tom?
They were the top 4 rushing offense.
Oh,
So-
of course.
Yeah.
Bijan.
But they lost.
Oh, Bajan, sorry.
Bajan.
Point
Get
of line,
straight,
they
man.
lost their center, so and that's who sets the calls.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, we have I think my biggest discrepancy so far. I got
This is-
Atlanta. I got Atlanta winning the South. I got them at 16 overall.
16.
Wow.
All right,
I had him
well-
at 26.
I guess state your case then, because Tommy, where'd you have him?
I had Atlanta pretty low. I had them 24.
Yeah, so I had him at 23, 24, 26, 16. That's a big
16.
difference from what we have. What do you think is going to take them to that?
We'll talk about this division one more time. Trash.
Yeah.
They're surrounded by trash, so they don't have.
So
to
you
be
don't believe
very
in the
good.
Bucks at all?
No, I think the Bucks stink.
I
think the
like
Bucks
the
stink.
Bucks.
And I love Baker.
We'll talk about that more.
Love Baker. I just don't think they're gonna amount to anything. They'll be fun. They'll be right there. I think I have. Well, I won't tell you where I have them, but I got them. Right there with Atlanta. I think Atlanta has a better roster. I think all Penix has to do is be solid. I think the rest of that team can deliver the division. They also play, I think, whatever it is, the third. They finished in like the third rank in their division, second or third, so they get to play an easier schedule. I think they're going to win that division. That's my bold prediction of the.
It's a bold prediction, and dude, it happens every year with something like that. So you could be correct. All right, Mike, you got 2 picks, and what
All
are we
right,
on
I
here?
got 2 picks. I'm
We're
going
on
21 and 20, right?
21 and 20. You are
All
correct.
right. All right, you ready? 21 and 20. Patriots Bears. Let's go, boys.
Look at you.
I got
Is
both
that
their
the order you're
favorite
going?
teams.
That's the order you're going
That's
in?
the order I'm going.
You
Patriots.
said you
then
weren't
Bears.
taking the Patriots next.
No, I know, but I just. Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. It's
There's
Bears
no
at
way you're
21.
gonna put the freaking Patriots higher than the Bears.
It's
Bears
Bears.
at 21.
What
Patriots
weapons
at
does
20.
the Patriots have more than the Bears? Who's on the freaking defense of the Patriots
Yeah.
even?
Yeah,
Gee,
I can speak. Who's on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
defense? That's where they're strong.
No, their
man.
defense
They
is where
got-
they're very strong. Yeah, go ahead.
I have their defense ranked at 10th overall. They have a strong defense. They have a really good secondary. They picked up Milton Williams, and they have who's it? Barmore, right? Barmore.
Barmore and Milton
Barmore,
Williams
yeah.
in the center.
Barmore.
Yep.
They have a good D line.
Carlton
They have a
Davis is the
solid-
other corner.
Yeah. Carlton
Wow.
Davis, not the 7th round.
you guys are idiots.
Draft.
He's a
Their
second round.
passing
Second
defense
round.
last year, 29th. Their rushing defense last year, 23rd. That's trash.
Yeah, and
They
they picked
overhauled
up
it,
pieces
though.
and
That's a
and Mike
different
Vrabel.
defense.
And Mike Vrabel.
29th. 29th.
I bet that defense
Better than
has.
the Bears.
I bet that defense has like 5 of the same guys on it right now. They overhauled
I
that
can't
defense.
wait to watch this at the end of the season next year. This is going to be amazing. Thank you very much.
But Tom, that's why this is 2025 power rankings. And we're not looking back.
Yeah,
at
we're not looking back to
2024.
last year.
Well, you
Look at the
still
moves
like you
they
have
made,
to
man.
look to see what they've done. Like you can't freaking get that good. All right, so you're telling me, all right, what the 29th pass defense is what I said for the Patriots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bears are the 3rd.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay. All right. No, you're good. All right.
Yeah. You're saying that the Bears have a better defense than the Patriots this year?
Whatever.
The Bears have a
bet. This feels like a bet.
This feels like a
Oh,
bet.
dude,
Feels like
I
a
will
bet.
lay a fat bet down. Whatever
Is
you
this-
want to say.
All right, let me ask you this, because I have them back to back in my ranking. So I'm not betting on two teams that I have 21 and 20.
You just said defense. You said defense. Don't backpedal. You
Oh,
said
defense.
that's defense.
Oh, just defense?
Let's stick to
Yeah.
defense.
If it's just defense, yeah.
How are we
Okay.
going to division wise? I think they're both in a division that
It's just whatever defense finishes better.
Patriots, I
Let's make it
believe,
simple.
if they don't have the easiest schedule next year, it's the 30s. It's in that range. They have
I'm
a
looking
super
more
easy
at
schedule.
the offenses that they have in their division. I think it's pretty competitive because it's Bills, Dolphins, and
Jets.
Lions, Packers. So that's about the same. So yeah, I'll make that bet. Who
There
finishes
we
with the
go.
best defense?
Here we go.
What's the bet?
Yeah, I need to know what it is.
What are we going by? Points per game? That up?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do points per game.
Points per game.
You want to go?
I think it needs to be
money?
something embarrassing for the pod, is what it needs to be.
Is it embarrassing for the
We
pod?
embarrass ourselves every week, boys.
We do.
I know.
But
I know.
let's try to embarrass a little bit more.
All right, we'll have to think of something off air on what we're doing. Next week, tune in. We'll have.
I want to
Just
I want to
don't
give
forget.
you a chance to say why you have the Bears there, and I want Tommy to be able to counter a little bit right now too, though.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm all
We
ears.
mainly
Let's
just
go.
talked about the
Yeah.
Patriots just now, so go ahead.
Yeah. I just think that the Bears, I mean, first of all, I have them at 21. So I think that's not too low for where they were last year. They went 5-12. This is an improvement from where they were last year. I think Caleb needs one more year. Ben Johnson needs to teach this system. I just think that this is their rebuilding year. And next year, I could see them as a playoff team. But I just think that the offense needs one more year to put the pieces together. That's all.
So you think the Patriots are an offense or a playoff team then?
No, just the Bears. Let's
No.
let's not bring the Patriots
Well,
into
I'm
it
just
right now.
okay. All right, so I get you. I
20
understand
isn't playoffs.
but if I'm looking at the head coaches of these two teams and I'm lining them up, Vrabels versus Ben Johnson, I'm taking Ben Johnson. If I'm
I
lining
have
up,
them ranked 20th and 21st in the NFL.
What
this
has Ben
year.
Johnson done as a head coach?
No,
No,
I
fair
got
question.
Never been one.
It's a fair
Okay.
question.
So we
Oh,
don't know
yeah.
that yet.
I mean, I get that, but I know what he knows offensively, and I know what he can do offensively.
Yeah,
You know?
but would you say Kellen Moore is a great head coach?
Absolutely
Over
not.
in North, oh, we know what he
Not
was an
yet.
offensive coordinator.
Josh
you know, like-
McDaniels. I
So
mean,
that's the
there's-
biggest
no,
thing that's
he's
misconstrued, right?
there
Like,
is people that are coordinators, not head coaches. I'm not saying that's Ben Johnson, but to say he's a
no,
better
you're
head
right.
coach than
You're
Vrabel
totally right.
already.
Andy. Yeah. McDaniels.
Unbiased opinion.
I think we could
Seems-
all agree that McDaniels, at least Andy could agree that he's a good offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah, he's a bozo too. But
Yeah.
carry on, Tom. Carry on.
I think when we look at the playmakers, we've got a little bit better playmakers in Chicago than we do in New England.
I
think
would
our
agree with that.
Line
Yeah,
has
I would
been
agree with
shored up pretty nicely. We spent some heavy money on
They
the
did.
offensive line. I say we, of course, because I'm part of the organization because I buy the memorabilia. All right. See it? Bears parking only. All right. So I think when we go tit for tat with the Patriots, we're
Yeah,
a
but-
superior team. We have better athletes, better
that.
coaches.
This isn't tit for tat for the Patriots. This is the Bears at 21.
About power rankings because you said 20 and 21 and then you flipped it because Doug was like, but I thought you weren't going to.
He
You're like,
did.
oh,
He
that's
did
right.
say
I
that.
got you. You said what
No,
you want first, but that's
I
fine.
have them. I read them in the order they're on my screen, but I forgot they were going down to up. It was just the order. That's all it was.
So he's been reading them wrong the entire time.
Especially had the Saints number one.
Saints are his best team.
Yeah.
Wait, real quick though, before we move on, I know we're spending a lot of time here because it's both of your
Well,
favorite teams.
Yeah, it's fun though. This is good. This
Yeah.
is good.
Tom, where do you have the Bears?
19.
Are you fucking kidding me?
But above the
Two
Patriots.
spots higher?
It's because who you put above the Bears. That's what I'm saying. The Bears are better than the Patriots in
Where do you have the Patriots?
Huh? 21.
You have
It's two spots. Two
But
That's
spots.
two
but I
spots.
still have the Bears better than the Patriots. That's my argument. And if you don't think that, that's just crazy. That's just
But if you're telling me that 19 and 21 are set in stone, that
Well,
team's so much better than the other team, you're wrong. Like that's a flip flop. You could go either way with 19 to 21.
I think we're also being too basic with that argument of one team's better than the other one. Because again, like I said, the Patriots, their schedule this year is a joke. And I'm sure a lot of those guys are looking at the Patriots like, well, that's going to be an easy one.
Mhm.
But
Yes, we are.
but I could very well see, yeah, but even when they're bad, they beat the Bills.
Do
So
they? When was the last time? What do you guys got? One win in the past how many years?
um uh but anyway, so like I would not be shocked if the Patriots had 10 wins this year. I would not be shocked at all.
I'd be
And
shocked.
you
very
would be
short.
shocked?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I guess shocked isn't the right word, but I would. Yeah, I'd be surprised. Like it would be. But I have them 23, and I have Chicago
What do we
22.
care about most in football, right? The head coach and the quarterback mainly, right? That's
Yeah,
usually what it is.
And I'm taking Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams over Mike Vrabels because he's a great defensive minded coach. 100%. Like, and he's a fantastic touchdown, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he's
Everybody
not going to touch the offense though.
respects
He's
it.
not even going to
But
touch
he
it.
lost the locker room in Tennessee already once.
Yeah.
I don't, that's where
Yeah.
I'm at. So that's where I don't think it's tit for tat. I think the Bears are, but like Mike said, we spent a lot of time. I do have the Bears at 19 because I understand they're not the best 20 teams in the league right now, but I think they're way better than some of the teams that were listed in front of them.
All right, we'll move on. We'll move
Yes,
on.
they're 19, but they're not in the top 20.
Yeah.
They're not in the top 20, guys.
Move on.
That's better than the Patriots. That's all I was looking for this entire
was I mean, it seems like that was very personal about the Patriots.
He
It
did
felt
it.
like it was,
Flipped it. That's what hurt. That was a knife twisting.
yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's
Tommy
great.
knows a lot of Patriots fans still from growing up here. That's for damn sure, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
Can I tell you guys a secret before we move on?
yeah.
I do have a team lower than both of those teams, and I skipped over them just to pick both, just to do that to you
I'm gonna
guys.
fuck this all up and pick Philadelphia at 18, bitch.
All right, what are we at? 19?
I have no
19.
idea.
Yeah, we're at 19. I'm gonna go Cardinals here.
That's the team.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I don't. There's no like big reason why. I don't see Kyler Murray ever being a great quarterback. I think he'll be fine. I think he's a good fantasy quarterback if we're talking that. But yeah, I don't see. And again, I don't know what their defense was last year either. Their offense could be okay. James Conner is like, was he 31 or something? And I don't think they really have anyone else behind him.
Trey Benson.
Trey Benson, that's a rookie
Yeah.
that they just got, right?
Yeah, he's not proven. Yeah.
And I don't even think, what was he, a third or fourth rounder? I don't know.
I'd be lying if I told you I knew that answer.
So, anyways, I got the Cardinals there. If you guys have any reason why they shouldn't be, fire away.
I have them 19, but I do not. They're not my worst team in the NFC West. I have one team that's still floating out there.
Yeah, I think they're not the worst at anything. They're like, if you look at their offense and their defense, they're probably around the same range that we just picked them, right? Like
Yeah.
19 to 24 around there. But they did pick up Josh Sweat. And as an Eagles fan, and we all saw what he can do during the playoffs too, that's a big pickup coming off the edge.
Yeah, I mean Marvin Harrison year two, Kyler. I mean
Yeah.
we've talked about him before. Within one series, you can watch that guy and be like, he's the greatest quarterback in the NFL, and then be like,
Next
how
series,
is he
like,
this
what
bad?
is he
Like,
doing?
it doesn't. He's polarizing. But
He's also
I don't know.
like 5'10", right? Something like
There's
that.
nothing wrong with that. Doug, don't bring up height.
Yeah, I'm
And,
just saying, like, as a
don't-
quarterback, seriously though, like I think he has a hard time definitely seeing over
he's
the
Drew
line.
Brees' height, and we all know how much we love Drew Brees around here.
Yeah, I don't think they both might have been listed at 6 foot, but I think Drew Brees was like a legit 6
All
foot.
right, when you hang out with him, cut it out over there. Anyway,
Kyler Murray looks tiny. He looks tiny.
He does. So I don't think they're going to be that bad. They're another team, right? We're at this range now where I think like 14 teams make the playoffs. Like if Arizona somehow had some crazy start to the season and snuck in, it wouldn't blow my mind. But
Yeah.
I don't see it happening either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep,
Like-
agreed.
And-
And I think that's the way these teams are going to be now for us,
Yeah,
anyways.
I think that's it.
For the
Uh,
record, Drew Brees is 6 foot, Kyler's 5'10", so 2 inch difference.
that's
For what
exactly what I
record?
said.
What
Exactly what I
record?
said.
The NFL.com?
Google search.
And when they're
Yeah.
saying 5'10", he's probably
Yeah.
5'9", 5'8".
Kevin Durant's 6'10" too. All right. Keep moving. I was fucking
Yeah, that's weird though that he doesn't want to be listed as taller. That was a weird thing. Anyways,
that
all
was
right,
strange.
he's a strange dude. Tommy,
Yes,
on
sir.
you for 18. What do we got?
Yeah, I think Andy kind of alluded to this with his pick on the Cardinals, talking about they're not the worst NFC West team. I got Seattle. I think old boy's gonna get Sam Darnold's gonna get exposed like he was in New York again. I don't think he's the quarterback people thought he was. Well, I got this quote from Cooper Kupp talking about he wants to be perfect, he wants to be right. If he was, he would say he is right, he is perfect, he does what he needs to do. So like he's still working, but he's not where he needs to be. So I got Seattle right here.
Yeah, I had him back to back, so I could see it going anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
I like
Seattle at
I like their
17.
I like their corners. I think they got extremely talented secondary, especially on the on the corners and the outside. I mean, I don't know, man. Cooper Cup washed.
Yeah.
JSN just hasn't quite caught
He's
it.
not. Yeah, we
Kenneth,
don't know yet really with him.
Kenneth Walker is always a little bit banged up. And I mean, we have more Sam Darnold
They
being who
got
we
good
think
running
he
backs
is than
though.
we
They
do Sam Darnold
Right.
being who he was last year
1 year, right?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. Yeah,
with
I agree with that.
fucking O'Connell, or
And
whatever.
JJ,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and JJ and Addison. Right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But Andy, you said you like their corners. I like their defense. I have them as the seventh ranked defense in the NFL because they have Witherspoon and Woolen, but then they have Julian Love at safety, so it's the whole
Yeah,
secondary that's nice.
secondary's good.
And they have a good D line too. They have an underrated defense that's going to get after you, I think. So
They have
I
a
had them
top.
at 17 because I don't have their offense going well, and I don't have their coach isn't proven yet. But I think their defense is going to be the standpoint of that team.
Okay. We're all right
Seven,
around the
huh?
same.
Seven?
Yeah,
Seven feels hot.
yeah. Go map it out with sometime. You'll see. They're probably top 10 for you.
All right.
All right, Andy, you got 18 and 17.
Oh fuck. All
Wait,
right. What?
it's first of all, it's 17 and 16,
Oh,
not
17 and
18 and
16.
17.
All right,
Yeah.
I'm off.
And we got to make the decision. Here's the halfway point. Is he making 1 point and we're going episode 2? Or are we doing this all in one?
Mm,
We're getting pretty long here, aren't we? A
a little
We
long in
are.
the
That's why I'm
tooth.
bringing it up.
little long in the tooth.
Yeah.
Let's do two and maybe we can circle back to some of these. Let's do these two and then maybe we can talk about any of these again. You know what I
No,
mean?
you don't do 2. If we're doing a 2 parties, he's making 1 pick.
Oh, he's making one pick. I'm sorry. Let's do the
Yeah.
one pick and then we'll circle back and talk about what we did. All right.
Okay.
So who do
All
you
right.
got?
Ironically, I got well, I know Atlanta's up there for me, but I have my 18 and 17 ranked here. So split hairs, but Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay
Wow.
is 18 for me.
Wow.
I
Okay, this is gonna
don't
be a talking point then right here.
I
Wait.
know everybody loves him. And you
Yeah.
guys know how I feel about Baker. I think I've pounded the table for Baker more than anybody here. Uh Godwin, Evans, we all know. I like Bucky Irving. And whatever the fucking dude from East Greenwich or wherever he's from, their head coach, Cohen, whatever his name, Liam Cohen, is that his name?
No.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. He's
No, that's
Jaguars.
that's that's Jaguars.
Oh yeah, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
my bad. He
The
was
dude that
there,
was
Yeah.
from
but
Carolina.
he left. So I don't know how good their offense is going to be, and I don't think their defense is very good. I don't know. Something about them just ain't doing it for me.
I said
Bucks
wow when
offense
you
is
made
weird.
that pick. I have them 14. So the pick at 17, like that's not too far off.
I
14
had
to
him at
17.
18.
They're middle of the road team. They went
He
10
had
and
him at
7 last
18.
year.
You had him.
The only reason why I think that they could be is that they're scrappy. They're a scrappy team.
Mm.
They once they get into the playoffs, just like the Rams, we haven't picked the Rams yet, but 10 and 7 regular season doesn't mean that they're not a contender. They're a scrappy
Let's not
team.
compare this team to anything Sean McVay touches. I think that's
True. True.
I don't think that's fair at all.
I was just naming scrappy teams.
Where'd you have
That's all
them,
I was
Tommy?
doing.
Tampa Bay, I had 10.
I did too.
Ooh.
I had him at 10 as well.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know you guys
Top
loved him.
10 for
Let
me.
me let me hear
I'm on
why.
the choo-choo Baker Mayfield train. I love his
He's a
competitiveness. I
good
love
player.
the uniqueness of him. You can throw 4 guys out there. You're not covering Mr. Freaking 13. Okay. He's too good out there. So I don't know. I know their offense last year was really good. They ended up being top 10, top 5 in passing and rushing.
Yeah.
So, and brought in another offensive minded coach. So they've got weapons. Their defense is mid. Hope they shore that up. They'd be all right. But I think in this game, it's who can score points. And when you're already top 5 in offensive rushing and passing, you can score some points.
Yeah, and they're bringing back the same system. They've already said that too, from all the assistants from underneath that they did last year. I don't know if Baker Mayfield's going to be able to put up the numbers he did last year. That was a career year for him by far. He had like over 40 touchdowns, I think, 40 or 41. I don't think before that he was even in the 30s ever. But he could be close to that again. Godwin was hurt a lot of last year. I know he's kind of coming in banged up again. What's that?
Ibuka. They drafted Ibuka. They
Ibuka.
drafted Jalen
Yeah.
McMillan last
Exactly.
year.
Yeah,
They
they
drafted
drafted
weapons.
Ibuka. Bucky Irving another year in here. And I mean, I know Mike Evans is another year older, but is that guy aging? I don't know.
I think the thing that saves them is that division once again. I
And
just
that
think
too. That's the other point
they
I was
can
going
they
to bring
can
up.
be bad
Yeah,
and still win 10 games just because of who they play.
exactly. I mean, where me and Tommy have them, for it to be right, they
10.
probably need to win like 12, you know?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's like I said I think I got Atlanta winning, but I have it at 16th. So that means I have all of them on the whole entire division is in the bottom half of the league, basically. Borderline, bottom half of the league for me. Like I think
It's a
that's
bad division. It's definitely a bad division.
but that means it's going to benefit either,
But
one
it could be,
team
it's going to
or
benefit
right,
one
it's
of them.
going
Exactly.
to benefit
Yeah.
somebody.
Yep. All right. Do we want to go back to the Patriots and Bears? We done.
Well, we're gonna do this as a two-parter, right? So, so there's some big names left on the board here, right? Obviously, the biggest teams are left on the board, but
Yeah.
there's some other ones that if you're watching this and you watched it all the way through, there might be someone that snuck into the top 16
Yes,
here.
I
So,
agree.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm interested to see where they fall. I think if you made it this far in this podcast, you're probably gonna watch part 2 when it does come out. But yeah, just make sure that you go watch that one too. But we
Let's
can
hope.
stay and discuss the picks if anybody wants to. If anybody has any second thoughts or anything to say.
I don't know if we have any big gripes on anything. I mean, the
No.
Bucks was probably the biggest
Yeah.
separation that we've
Atlanta.
had.
The
There's-
Atlanta thing for me, I think was probably
Yeah.
Cleveland. I think I was a little off, but once again, I don't think it's like I think we all think they're generally in the same shit tiers. It's just what end of the tier they're on.
Yeah, it's all tiered basically. Yeah. Yep. Agreed with that.
Yeah, I think that when I
Rank
was doing these rankings, the toughest ones for me to rank were like 12 through 20. That range was pretty interchangeable, and I could have went back and forth in a lot of them.
Yeah, yes and no. I really like my like 12 to 16. I feel like those
Do you?
guys, yeah, well, I feel like they could like bump up into that other tier, a lot of them,
Okay.
rather than bump
Yeah.
back. But
Yeah, I think for me, my top 5 is pretty set, but then 6 to 10 again is another one where it can be interchangeable, and I think one of my top 10 here is going to probably be picked soon, and I can't wait for that.
all right. So that'll be exciting. Something to look forward to in the next
yeah.
one right there.
There's a fraud that's going to be in the top 16, and I can't
Ooh,
Don't tell the team, but where do you have this fraud ranked?
below 24.
Wow.
Oh, let's go.
Okay,
That's a good one.
interesting.
That's a
Wow,
good
I
one.
want to
How
guess.
did they not get
I
picked
want to
yet?
guess.
That's
I
why
want to guess so
the fact
bad.
that Tampa Bay got picked over this team, I'm a little perturbed.
Ooh,
Uh,
let's go. All right.
Okay, I like it. So we're gonna have some talking points in the
Oh,
next
yeah.
one for sure. However, I do think that 1 to 4 are we probably all very
I
similar.
think the top 5, unfortunately, is going to be all of the top 5. Just maybe one or two
Yeah,
teams.
My
Four
five
there.
is probably a little bit of a surprise, but
Okay,
maybe
so
not
top
for you,
4
Andy.
then.
Yeah.
By the way, you were just talking up the coach on that team.
Okay.
All right.
Don't give anything away,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, I
Come on.
didn't. I
Let's
didn't.
save it.
I
Let's
didn't.
save it.
Cliffhangers.
All right, fellas. Well, we're gonna end it there then, and then we'll do the second pod next week. We'll do the second part.
Sounds good.
All right. So for Mike, Andy, Tommy, I'm Doug. We'll see you guys next time. Later.
Peace.